Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream today. We're working again on the Ford Transit and we're going to be installing these Scopema swivel seats. Not sponsored, but we got these from the Swivel shop. If you guys have not checked these out, they've got a bunch here that you guys can pick from, whether you have a Metris, a ProMaster, Ford Transit, or Chevy Astro van. I even saw the Ford E-Series down here, which is pretty cool. And then something really quick for the ProMaster, since it has a little awkward step down, they've actually got this little fold-out step that's pretty cool. Yeah, just thought I'd show you that. But we're going to get into the Ford on the inside. We're going to, we finally have put everything back together. So the driver's side with all the plastics, where the footwell is, gas pedal, brake, that's all been put back together. All the wires for the wolf box have been tied up. Secured. Those are good to go. On the right-hand side, we put in that Lagoon table mount. We've upholstered that column. Again, put all the plastics back in. So now, on this driver's seat, we are ready to put in the swivel base. Now, if you're looking at the last couple live streams, you say, Nick, you put a lot of time into the electrics and the power and all this stuff. That's true. And the reason why is because once you put the swivel seat in, you cannot access anything underneath the seat. So any of the cables or fuses or anything like that. So you just want to make sure that you're done with that area before you decide to move on to the rest of the van. The swivel seat is really straightforward, and it's definitely something that everybody really loves to put into a Ford Transit. And so, yeah, we're going to hop in here and get started. So if you guys have any questions, put those in the live chat. Happy to answer them. It can be anything van related. Doesn't have to be about swivel seats tonight. But we're just going to put the seat in, spin it around, show you how to install it, and then that's going to be pretty much it. So not too long of a live stream, but we'll go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to need, we'll need a couple things here to kick it off. And one thing that we're going to do is talk about the tools needed. So I believe this is a number 5 Allen wrench. So we're going to need a number 5 or 5, I think it's a 5 millimeter. We're going to need a 1/2-inch wrench, and then 1/2-inch ratchet, some blue removable Loctite, because you may want to get back in here and do some maintenance or check on your battery, get your battery replaced. Just understand that if you are in the future, if you need the battery replaced, this is a brand new battery we put in here. But if you need the battery replaced in the future, or if you need to charge the battery, there's actually a place in the hood that I'll talk about later. But if you needed to replace this battery, you will have to take this swivel base off. So just a heads up on that. Now there may be one thing that is I'm trying to figure out at the current moment, and it has to do with these the battery terminal studs here. I have a piece of hardware that's going to be able to, if these need to be relocated, I can do that. But typically in these vans there is a battery cover. So I think on the single battery, it's different. Maybe it's different with a dual battery. But I'm trying to see how this base is going to interact with the battery terminals, because we want to make sure that there's no issue there. So this is our base. So I'm just going to put it on the back, and I'm going to check my clearance to the battery. And it looks good. We've got about a 1/2 inch. So yeah, 1/2 inch is okay because this base is not going anywhere. But just a precaution, I'm going to put some electrical tape on these 2 studs that actually tighten down. It's more so I don't mess up. It's not that once we get finished, it's going to be an issue in the future. It's just when I'm moving this into place, I don't want to touch any metal to metal. I'm sure that makes sense. So one thing that was really interesting today, I got on my phone and we had an enormous amount of views on the phone. And it was really interesting to me because usually when we go live on the computer, it takes some time. So I'm curious if the format on the iPhone, the fact that it's on a phone and it's like in a vertical orientation, if that has anything to do with actual YouTube pushing it out there. Because there was almost 300 people instantly on the stream, and I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, all I'm doing is just these high spots in the terminal. Just putting a little tape on there. Yeah, but we might do more live streams with the phone. That's pretty interesting to me. All right, one more piece of tape here and we will have everything on the positive terminal nice and protected, just from any possible arcing. Arcing during install, so we just don't want to bump anything. But that's all fine. It's good to go. Again, this battery is fully topped off, so we really don't have to worry about charging it. But if you did need to charge this battery, there are 2 special terminals inside under the hood of the van. That's where you would jump start it. One's on the very far right, and it's that's the ground, so it's within the hood hinge. And then the positive is located in the middle, more right-hand side. It's a plastic red cap with a positive terminal underneath that you can pop out and do a jump on it. Let's see, I got one little spot. Okay, this is good to go. Next, this is all set. Wires are set. Next, this is important. This is your connections for, I believe it's your airbag communication, for the chair, for like your seating. It's also the electrical supply for your motors if you have a electronic seat, adjustable seat. However, this has a grommet over here, and it's usually underneath the shield and over here to the right. So you'll need to pull that up and then move it into the battery box, because if you can imagine, this goes through the swivel in the center, and this is going to move with the chair. So you're going to want to make sure that this has enough room to actually move without binding. So when we get the swivel in here, we'll put that through, and then that'll be our first step. They're going to give you this bit of hardware, and it's going to be in the middle of the swivel. You just take it out, you just pull the cap off. You're all set. And then these are the what we'll be using to attach it to the base, and then eventually to the driver's seat. So we're going to go ahead and grab our swivel. And then I'm going to come over here, and we need to make sure. So for example, the reason I taped it is, imagine like if you twist this and it fell and hit the battery terminal, that would not be good. So we taped it just in case we mess up. It's possible. So what we want to do is we need to break it free. So basically unlock it like we were going to swivel it without the seat. There we go. This is the way that you're going to be able to install it. So all we did was open the latch up and then twist the top. And so it offsets it, and then it allows us to access our holes for this. All right, now we're going to get our Allen wrench, okay? And then the tapered head, that is going to go in so that it sits very low, and there's like a chamfered edge that is going to go through. And then we're going to put our Loctite on here. And we're just going to loosely put this in. What I've found is sometimes there's just a little bit of tweaking you got to do. It might pinch a little bit. So we just want to make sure that we keep it loose to get it aligned, and then we'll evenly go ahead and start bolting it down. So you know how I tell you guys that, you know, grade 8 are really good bolts for safety, and I use it for like the L track in the back and stuff like that. These are actually grade 10 according to the top of the screw, which is pretty nice. It's a little bonus. We're just going to tighten this in like an X pattern, for example. Okay, then we can go in and kind of do our final tightening of these. And you're basically getting to a point to where these things are seated, and it'll be pretty much be to a point to where you cannot tighten anymore. And then when the Loctite dries, it's going to be really, really in there. So even though it's blue Loctite, it'll be hard to, you're going to have to use some effort to get it undone. Okay. So now we've got our swivel. And hopefully don't eat my words and tell you guys to put this through and then I have to undo it. I think it'll fit through here. Actually, I might have to undo those. Man, it's so close. Okay, I gotta take them out. Loctite's not dry yet. Let's give you a chance to put more piece of extra tape on there. All right, so lift this up, then get this through here so you don't mess up like I just did. Yeah, make sure that is through, or you will have to take it all apart and do it all over again. So we don't need more Loctite. These are Loctited very well. Yeah, as long as you get it before it dries, it's easy. They're easy to undo. So if you mess up like that. And the red knob obviously goes to the front because that's where you're going to grab it when you're seated, in your seated position. Okay, so now you can see how your seat operates. So that's all the way to the back. And then when you come to the front, that locks into place. So we want to unlock it so that we can access these bolts right here. So take this, drag it to the front, because this is where this is going to bolt into your seat. Now, it doesn't matter if your seat is forward or backwards. You're just going to want to have some place to start. So maybe if it's on the ground, you want to slide the track forward or backwards. It's pretty much whatever situation you find yourself in is how you're going to approach this. But really, we're just going to move this around. And then there's a bar underneath this seat, and you want to make sure that your cable comes over that bar. So it's a bar in the middle, and you don't want it pinching your cable down. You want the cable to go over it. So lift it up and put it over that cable. Now you're pretty much just maneuvering this to get it to where you need it. Okay, so I'm going to start with this back screw. I actually might want to move the tracks forward just a little bit. There we go. So we're going to take the bolt and we're going to put it underneath the swivel. The washer has some lines on it. You want those lines facing up, and then you're going to put in your nylock nut. And whatever you do, don't drop this. I'm actually sliding the seat forward so I can get this front one. I just lock my seat into position, and then I'll tighten this one down, and then I can go to the other one so they're not moving all over the place. So while I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the under seat cable before I move to the back. That way it's just out of my way. Okay, so now I'm going to move this forward. Not all the way. And then now I can slide it forward to get it out of my way so I can put the last bolt in. And that's pretty much it. We're not going to do the passenger set yet because if you remember, we still need to drop our gas tank in order to put in the L track in the back, drill the holes for those bolts, as well as tapping the tank for the gasoline fuel line. Okay, now you can check, locks into place. Seat back, it's all good. Now you'll just have to be mindful of it spinning, because obviously when you open it up or start to spin it, this is going to hit this and scratch it. So you just want to be able to pull it forward. And then, now the only thing about Fords is you'll have to crack the driver door open in order to swivel the seat. That's just a quirk about the Ford Transits. So this right here, it's going to hit the armrest of the door. And so now we can actually put in our seat belt. Our seat belt put back into place. So the seat belt uses a T50 to reinstall it. And then there's one last piece of plastic that snaps going straight down to actually enclose the seat belt. And the seat belt actually goes underneath the lever that lets you bend the seat back. Because I know you guys can't see it from where you're sitting. Then all you want to do to spin it is you just move the seatbelt over on the side, or you can undo the seatbelt and just move it along the back of the seat. And for your steering wheel, you can undo it, and then if it's extended, push it in and up. And that's going to help you get it out of the way as much as possible. And so you just kind of have to, I'm not doing this in this position, but just got to play around with it until you can get it where you want to. So with a fully extended forward, you can, that's the best way to kind of move it around here. And then what I do for, showing the van off or just being inside the van, when I get to this point, I'll get my seat back comfortable, so maybe right there. And then I can actually take it and I'll go back until it hits the steering wheel. And that's my rearmost position that the seat can be in. So swivel seat is installed. This is the bracket that we installed for the Lagoon table. You can mount it like this for low pro, or you can kind of bring it up higher. I think this is where I'm going to eventually have it. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it, guys. All right, let's get the camera back on over here. All right, short live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty straightforward. Wanted to show you a couple other things. I'm going to be at Peace, Love, and Vans in Florida, between Orlando and Tampa at Withlacoochee River Park. And it's presented by Van Life Outfitters, if you know who those guys are. But I went last year, and it was Florida Van Life Gathering is what you would search if you wanted to see the films from last year. I've got one on Van Builder HQ. It's the one that's titled 300 Plus Vans. So there's a ton of vans that come to this event. A lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun down there. There's a lot of stuff to do. All the camping tickets are sold out, so the day passes are what you would want to get if you want to come down, check out the event. There's tons of vendors, myself included, all kinds of stuff to do, live music, tons of food, a bunch of food trucks that are really, really good. They had like a donut truck making fresh donuts, barbecue, all that good stuff. This is the day pass, kind of what's included. So access 10 to 5, daily raffles. So I got something in the raffle. It's a surprise, but if you guys are there, you can put in to get it. They have workshop and training throughout Saturday and Sunday. I'm not doing one of those. I definitely want to do one of those next year. Open van tours, DIY van build contest, food trucks, dozen of industry exhibitors. So yeah, it looks like the Saturday pass is sold out right now. So Sunday is also available. I'm pretty sure there's a Friday. Might have to get some more information on that. But yeah, check it out. Florida, Peace, Love, and Vans. They even got a schedule here, let you know what's going on. Here's a map of the event. It's huge. This is the village site map. So you can see this thing is very big. So Scott Watson, go small, live large. Got his own lane right there. Really cool. So you can come check him out as well. But the vendors are going to be around here. They got the connected RVs. They got the stage, food trucks, and then all of this stuff over here for the vans. So really, really cool. Come check it out, guys. Also wanted you to check out the new Van Builder HQ website. It is nice and updated. Got all the blog posts now, so you can see everything. You can read everything. Check them out. Yeah, go through all of our latest blog posts. I've got a bunch of information. You know, everything that's pretty much in my head is put into these articles. A lot of information from the shows, current builds, DIY solar, camper van electric system, floor step trim guide, best heaters for camper vans. So that's all on vanbuilderhq.com. And then also get the free DIY van build cheat sheet. So this is a cheat sheet. It's essentially an Excel document that I made for everyone. It's the last 3 years of all of my Amazon purchases are on there. So if it's something I bought off of Amazon to work on a van, it's on this list. It's an easy way to help save you some time and money from actually looking around the whole entire world for stuff. You can just look at that list, use it as a reference. I use it as a shop reference all the time if I need to reorder stuff. But yeah, it's got over 250 curated items, so they're all labeled into a category. Yeah, pretty simple, but really awesome. I think it'll help you guys out on your DIY van build. All you got to do is click on the link here, put your name and email address, it'll go straight to your inbox. And there's also a link in the description below of this video. And then last but not least, let's check out Odyssey Custom Vans. So Odyssey Custom Vans is my custom van conversion business. So that's the one that we're, one of them right here is one that's currently for sale. This is the one that's going to Peace, Love, and Vans in Florida. So it'll be on display. Again, it's for sale. It's on display. You guys can come check it out in person if you're at the show. Nova won't be there. She'll be boarded. But there's a quick video over here when we took it to Adventure Van Expo if you want to check out what the van looks like on the inside. And then here are all the details of everything that's inside this van. Got some pictures down here. I haven't made a full video tour of this yet, so that's what this video up here is kind of being a placeholder for. But look forward for that video coming very soon. And then if you guys want to contact me, you're interested in the current van that I have for sale, you can contact me right here. The best way to contact me is this link right here. Click to schedule. It gives you access to my calendar. Pick a day, and then you just pick a time, and it'll go on my calendar. And we'll hop on a call. We'll talk about the current vans for sale that we have available. Or the current van I'm working on now in the shop that you saw me put the swivel seat in, that is John and Susan's van. And over here is the consultation to kind of get your custom van build started. If you don't want to purchase a van, this is the way to do a custom van like John and Susan have done. And so that's the van that's been in the latest live streams that you have seen being built. Same process, pick a day, pick a time. Love to talk to you about your future custom van build with Odyssey Custom Vans. And yeah, and in general, if you have some questions, that is the link as well. But guys, that's going to do it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I'm going live. I go live at random times throughout the week, middle of the day, early, late. Don't want you to miss out. And those live streams are really good to get in there, ask a question that you have, anything related to van builds. If you missed the live stream, put that question in the comments, and I'd love to answer it in a future video. But that's going to do it for our live stream today. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see you then.